I was like, no, I'm not dancing in. Go and tell the DJ to change the song. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fadekemi. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about why I did not have secular music at my wedding, right? A lot of people who were at my wedding were like, why? How come? Like, but you listen to secular music, why didn't you play it at your wedding? Why was it strictly gospel or strictly Christianese? Maybe not gospel, but Christianese, right? So yes, let's talk about it. So if you're interested, make sure to keep watching. The first thing to note is, what is secular music? For those that are like, what is secular music? Secular music is any music that is not about God. Yeah, all those other kind of music, basically, in the sense of it. So yeah, that's what secular music is. So as a Christian YouTuber, a Christian, let's not put YouTuber, influencer, all those ones to it. Christian, right? Why didn't I play secular music at my wedding? I have seen pastors who play secular music at their wedding and they don't say any big deal. I don't say any big deal actually. If I come to your wedding, right, and you play secular music, I will dance with you. I don't have a problem. But for me personally, I think, okay, let me go back to the beginning. So from the beginning, when I became a believer, when I first became a believer, I cut out every secular music that I had, especially Rihanna, because I was obsessed with Rihanna. Yeah. I was obsessed with Rihanna. I used to talk about Rihanna all the time. Guys, I used to talk about Rihanna. I used to post Rihanna. Like those that knew me then, I used to talk about Rihanna so much. But when I, gave my life to Christ, or received the life of Christ, let's use that word, I started to take what I listened to very seriously. So it was in that moment that I cut out every secular music. That was the first stage. And I feel like every believer will come from that stage, right? Where they're like, okay, first stage, cut out everything. Next stage can now be, okay, gauge the songs, but firstly, cut out everything. So that's what I did. I first cut out everything, especially Rihanna's songs, right? Then my friend would check my phone and be like, what happened? I'm like, I'm a believer. Right? So that was the first step for me. Then the second step was now, okay, so I now grew. As I was growing in the faith, growing everything, I started to realize that, okay, secular music is not bad in itself. It's just, what are you listening to? How is it impacting you? What kind of person are you? So for someone like me, if I listen to a song too much, trust me, when I wake up in the morning, I will be singing that song, right? So the song will be in my head. And the same thing even with gospel songs. So when I listen to a song and I like it over and over, the next morning it will be echoing in my head. You just see me singing it. I'll just be playing it and playing it. The scripture is clear on, the kind of thing that you should listen to. Say whatever is good, whatever is honorable, whatever is pure. Think on these things. And you cannot think on these things if you're listening to those kind of songs constantly. If you're letting that be the only source, your feeding system, right? So that is settled. So moving forward to when I was not about to get married, at this time I'd grown more in the faith. I'd been like 7-8 years, being a consistent believer in the sense of it, like being someone that was aware of the faith, of righteousness by faith, salvation, everything, right? Because I grew up in a Christian home based, not a Christian home, but I grew up like going to church. If you want me to do a video of how I actually became saved, like how I became on fire for God, how I became so passionate about God, comment below and I will tell you guys the story. Okay, so as I was saying, so eventually I, was growing in my faith, and then I got to the stage where I now started to say to myself that I'm not going to have any other music at my wedding. Because every time I went to like a sort of Christian couple, and I see them play some songs, I'm always like, no, didn't you guys talk to your DJ? Because it's always surprising to me, right? So I made sure that, okay, I always said it that my wedding, there's definitely not going to be Whiskey, Davido, all those, like there are some songs definitely not going to be at my wedding, right? Now, the caveat is I decided that, okay, I talked to my DJ, and obviously when I spoke to my husband, when we were planning the wedding, and I spoke to my husband about it, and my husband was like, he also doesn't want secular music at his wedding. Like, why would we be dancing to Davido, Whiskey? No, I don't have any problem with Davido and Whiskey. But I just could not, let me tell you guys, I could not picture myself dancing to those songs on my wedding day. I can dance at your wedding, but on my wedding day, it just didn't feel right for me. It was more about a feeling than about, oh, maybe God will punish me or God will do something bad to me, right? So you have to decide on your own what is fine and what is not fine for you. So for me, because I wasn't listening to secular music at that time, I wasn't into secular music at that time. I was a proponent of Christians. We have great Christian songs that are amazing. Why don't you want to listen to a Christian song? Why don't you want to play a Christian song at your wedding? So I was a proponent of that. So that was why I was like, yo, I'm definitely not playing non-Christian songs at my wedding. And the great thing is there's so many great, beautiful songs. Even at the moment, there are like a lot of Christian gospel songs. Actually, even Nigerian songs that are jammable, that are cool, that are danceable, that you enjoy in your wedding. So why go to the other side, right? And yes, now let me put a balance to it. So at my wedding, I didn't have a totally gospel, no secular at all, right? Before I continue, let me say another thing that actually propelled me also was when I watched, I think it was Damlola Mike Bamloye's wedding. Yeah, I think his wedding was before my wedding. Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure now. But I know I watched a particular wedding from their family that they had a live band. It was live and it was totally Christian song. No, like I didn't even expect them to play any non-gospel. Like for real, their family, like even if they listen to it personally, I'm sure that they wouldn't have played it at their wedding, right? So that one also propelled me. I think I also watched like some Christian YouTubers who also, shared Christian playlists of songs that you will enjoy at your wedding. So I curated the songs, then I, spoke to my DJ. I remember that the DJ, my dad was actually the one that got the DJ. Yes, I remember. And I was like, any DJ you want to get, I must speak to him, or I should bring my own DJ. I was even looking for Christian DJ. I remember that time I tweeted that, oh, who knows a Christian DJ? I was looking for Christian DJs. And Christians, we have to actually take our giftings to the marketplace. We have to take everything that we are doing out there so that, when we need each other for things, it will not be hard. We will not have to go and be looking for a non-gospel DJ, because I even had issues with my DJ on that day. He didn't have some of the songs. I sent him all the songs. I said, download it in this place, download it in this place, because I was in an iPhone, so I can't send song, right? So I just sent him links to download all the songs. I told him, do a mix, whatever you gotta do, just do it. Make sure my wedding is lit, but it must be this song. So, and he actually did a good job in it. But in the beginning, guess what happened on that day? When they called me to dance in, right? He now started playing one song. He was playing one song that like a secular song. I was like, I'm not coming in. People, I think the alaga, or what they call them, traditional wedding, right? The first wedding was a traditional wedding. I was like, no, I'm not dancing in. Go and tell the DJ to change the song. I did not put in all that stress looking for a song, curating it, only for you to play me one secular bass song. I don't want to mention any song, right? So I said, no, okay, play the song that I gave you. So he was like, oh, I thought it was for my reception. I said, no, it's not for reception, it's for everything. Play it when you get to, I gave you a lot of songs, over 10, 15 songs. Play it. Yeah, that was how that went. Now, I was going to say this, that, the balance to it is that I didn't have a totally gospel song wedding, right? There was some secular music in between. Like, there were specific love songs that I curated also for when I'm having my husband and wife, like the slow dance part where there's the smoke and everything. So I particularly played gave the DJ that song. It was Simi's song. That was Promise Me, right? Yeah, Promise Me was trending that time. Promise me that I'll stay with you. This was almost 3 years ago. I forgot to, you guys. So yeah, there was a song. I played love songs at my wedding. I played. So if Chike, you guys, if Chike had already brought out songs at that time, I definitely would have played Roju at my wedding. I would have played Roju is Romeo, Roma. I will be your Romeo, you go be my Julie. Hey, Obugiju. I don't know that part. But yeah, I really like Chike. Yeah, I think his love songs are beautiful. So yes, I definitely would have played that at my wedding if Chike was available. But I played Simi at my wedding, definitely. Simi and Adekunle Gold. I think it's Promise Me, that's the name of that song. Apart from that, I think I also played 1 or 2 love songs. But then I also played some Christian love songs also at my wedding. If I can, remember all the songs, the curated songs, I would, leave it here, or maybe just post a screenshot, yes, of the songs. But yeah, those are the songs. Or if you want me to do a whole video of, great Christian songs, especially Nigerian songs that you can listen to that are jammable, that are good for wedding. I think I'll do a video on it. But if you want to do a video on it, comment below. That's 2 videos now. Number 1, how I got saved, and number 2, Christian songs that are Nigerian that are cool, right? So guys, so eventually the wedding went amazing. The wedding went great. I enjoyed my wedding. I loved that I got what I wanted. I didn't have to compromise on my own standard. That's my standard. It's not everybody's standard. So if you're listening to me now and you're a Christian, maybe it has been like a war, a battle in your mind, like, how will I dance on this song? Because you know, there's some weddings, you go to weddings these days, the way wedding has become, well, everybody's entitled to what they want to do in their wedding, so it's their business. But weddings have now become like clubs. Like, we're going to, the way people dress, the way people act, you see people smoking, you see, like, I've gone to different kinds of parties in this life. You see people, like, you literally feel the same experience that you feel when you go to a club. So if you're a Christian, you're watching me right now, and maybe it has been like a tug of war in your mind, like, does that mean I'll play all these kind of songs at my wedding? Well, this video is for you, okay? So just curate it. Make sure you speak to your DJ. Sternly warn him, sternly, because those DJs, they don't hear word. Eventually, I actually saw a clip from my wedding on someone's page where she was actually, like, you know, video, it was a selfie video. She was actually recording herself, and they were playing one kind of song. And I was like, this DJ does not used to hear word. So those DJs, they will not hear word. They're the one that has to be like stern and say, no, this is what I want. And I also want to encourage you, if you feel that maybe you're out of place, to say that, okay, I don't want to listen to any secular music at my wedding. You are not out of place, okay? It's fine if you don't want to do it, because you don't listen to it normally. So why should you play it at your wedding just to please other people? The wedding is about you, right? My friends, guys, my friends, let me even tell you people, my friends are at a point where like, this wedding will be boring, no? I will not be able to dance. I say, dance to this one, it's sweet. So whatever you want, your friends will want with you. Don't compromise. And it's not like if you compromise, you will go to hell, or it's a bad thing in itself, right? Listening to secular music is not bad. But the problem is, it's just like, there are a lot of things, you know, it's not like, oh, is it a sin? It's not a sin. It's not a sin matter. It's a matter of what you want to feed yourself with. It's about your spiritual growth. It's about your relationship with the Holy Spirit. If you know that you don't even want to use DJ at all, even better, get a live band. That's one of the things that I even wish I did. Like, I wish I had a live band. But then there were some of these people that do personal drumming for people. They were at my wedding, and I saw a clip of my friends dancing to that correct, you know, gong, like, it makes sense. So yeah, if there was anything I was going to change about that, it would definitely have been live band. I definitely would have gotten a live band. So that's the story of why I didn't have secular music during my wedding. It's not like secular music is bad in itself, but if it's something you don't listen to and you want to showcase, you know, Christian songs, there's so many nice Christian songs now. Why not do that? Why, you know, feed your flesh? But I mean, wedding is also a fleshy activity at the end of the day. So it's all about you, really. But I'm just saying, if you want to do it, there's option. Don't feel alone, right? You're not alone. You can do it. But if you don't want to do it, by all means, we will dance with you. Me, I will dance shaku shaku. I will dance everything for you. By the way, question of the day, guys. Tell me, is dancing shaku shaku and what's the other one? Leg walk. All those other dances. Is it bad to dance those dances in the church to Christian songs? Especially in the church. Let's leave outside the church. Like, we're in church, we're doing praise night or whatever. We now start dancing. Oh yeah, bless it. Some singers now start saying, oh yeah, bless it from Jesus. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Guys, tell me in the comment section, is it bad? What are your thoughts about that? I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are so amazing. I love you guys so much. Bye.